Welcome back to another 1996 Toyota Camry build video. Today we're going to be starting repairs on this car. It's of course the 2.2 liter inline 4-cylinder, just like my 95 Camry that we absolutely love. But before we can begin repairs under this car, we need to make it a little bit safer to work under. Yes, my beautiful hood support and hood strut, which actually appears to be very solid, needs to go, and that's going to start by putting new hood struts on this car. We're going to start the repairs by getting new hood struts on so that it's actually safe to work under the hood and we can work in this engine bay completely unobstructed. And if you've been following my 96 Camry build videos from the very beginning, make sure you drop a huge like on this video to help support the channel out. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being a subscriber of the channel. If you're new, welcome here on Enhancing Your Vehicle Ownership. I enjoy doing small projects like this one, and if you enjoy this type of content, subscribe to the channel below. Also, if you didn't check out last week's video on everything that's wrong with this car, go ahead and do so now, because today we're going to be kicking off the repairs and we're going to be going down that list and knocking everything out on this car to make it whole once again. Okay, so in previous videos I've showed you a complete walk around of this car, and you know what a complete disaster it is. The hood does not match the car. I don't know why they picked this hood out of all of them, probably one they had around. It should be on that car, but instead it's on this car. Same with this beautiful bumper cover, but for some reason whoever put this hood on decided that they didn't need hood struts. These old ones are now missing hardware to even be able to put them back on, and I can put my entire body weight against them, and instead of moving them, I move the car, so they've obviously frozen up. I can barely twist them. So we're going to be putting on a pair of brand new hood struts here today that supposedly fit this car, and looking at them, they are a little bit different from the original hood struts, but hopefully they'll work, because obviously we need a better system than my beautiful support bar that come out of the bed cover of my Duramax when it blew off going down the highway. But that's another story for another day. Let's get these hood struts swapped out. This is actually a super easy repair. I'm just using a 12mm bolt to remove the bolt down here to take the strut off. Unfortunately, a socket does not fit in between here and the windshield wiper motor, so I'm gonna have to use the wrench on this side. On the other side I can use a socket, but all you do is you take this side off and we'll put the new strut right up there. You'll notice that the hood struts are marked here with what side of the car they go on. Don't confuse them, that'll really give you a big headache later on. Get this bolt nice and snug, but be sure not to strip it as they are into aluminum. So once that's nice and snug, you can then pick up the shock to see where it's going to align on the old mounting point. Okay, so you can see that my new hood struts come with this also included mounting bracket or ball that it sits over. To remove these, you'll get a screwdriver in here and you'll just pry this up while you pull out on the bracket. Same way how you'd be getting the old hood struts off your car. Mine just aren't attached to show you that. I'll just pull up on this bracket here and then pull out on this ball. Now, these are included just in case the ones that are already on the car are not the same size. So the best way to check is either to take this off and compare, or take this off and then take this part and just try to push it over the ball. And that's all you have to do to install these. Once this is on the hood, all you have to do is get this over here and push it firmly in so that you hear a click on this so it seats in properly. Don't put too much pressure on this with the pliers. You don't want to pop this part out or bend it, because that's what helps lock this in place so that it doesn't, you know, just randomly come off on you. And just like that, this repair is over. The new hood shock, I'm going to go ahead and remove the included mounting ball, because we're fortunate enough in this case that the shocks fit over this ball that's already on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set these aside in a toolbox somewhere in case I ever need them, but the ones on here are gonna work, and there's no reason to replace them. All this is a metal ball, like nothing really can go wrong with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the shock on the other side, and then I'll take out my trusty temporary hood strut and set these on the two mounting balls on the side, and we'll see how the hood looks with the new shocks. This is exciting. I've got both the new hood struts on, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this bar out and actually hook them up to the hood now. Both sides. I don't know if you can hear that audible click when you push it over, but that's that retaining spring clicking in place. You do want to hear that. And just like that, the Camry hood now stays up by itself, and we're ready to begin repairs on this car. Always after doing this, perform a test close. Man, those new struts should feel stiff, and they'll come up by themselves too past a certain point. That's amazing. You have no idea. Even on a car where the hood struts are working really good, you have no idea what a difference brand new ones will make. Perform a test fit and a test close. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's a huge gap in my hood here and here, and that shouldn't be there on your car. That's there on this car, and I don't know, this car just needs so much work. Hopefully gonna find a better hood for it here in the near future, but hopefully this video helped you out. If you do have a very nice regular Camry that doesn't have some weird conglomerate of body panels on it, then your hood should close perfectly flat with no gaps, open nicely with your new hood struts, and be amazing again. So hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, if you found it entertaining in any way, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe here to the channel, because we have a lot to go through on this car, and I'm bringing you guys along on the journey every step of the way. Also follow me on the Insta thing, link down below. The wind's really picking up, so that's it for tonight, guys. Get out, enjoy your automotive ownership, and I'll catch you in the next video.